In today's job interview training lesson, I will teach you how to answer the top 15 most important interview questions. If you answer any of these 15 questions incorrectly, you will not get hired. And just very quickly, please make sure you tell me the name of the job you are applying for in the comment section below the video so I can give you some extra help. Okay, let's start working through those 15 most important interview questions and my top scoring answers. Please take notes. Most important interview question number 1 is, tell me about yourself. This will be the first question you must answer at your job interview. The hiring manager wants to assess your communication skills, so make sure you practice your response and keep your answer to under 60 seconds in duration. Here is the perfect answer to the question, tell me about yourself, for you to write down and practice. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for this opportunity. I would describe myself as a fast-working, quick-learning, adaptable and collaborative employee with the skills needed to excel in the position. My experience in teamwork, accurate task completion and customer service means I am ready-made for the role. I am a high achiever. In my previous positions, I was praised for my reliability, positive attitude, and flexibility in my job description. If you hire me, I will be a great role model for your company and take ownership of my professional development to ensure I always add value to my team. That is a brilliant answer. Practice it before your interview. Most important interview question number 2 is, why do you want this job? A weak answer to this common question suggests a lack of motivation or research. Answer this question without conviction and you will definitely fail. So here is the perfect, unique answer, again, for you to write down and practice. Why do you want this job? I want this job because I am passionate about this role and industry. We spend approximately 25% of our lives at work, and I want that time to be spent in a role that I enjoy and where I can see the impact my contribution is having. I also want this job because it is with your company. I researched you and I am attracted to your positive workplace culture and company values that align with mine. Most important interview question number 3 is, what are your strengths? Hiring managers expect relevant job-matched strengths. I recommend you read the job description before your interview and give strengths that align with the requirements of the position. Here is the perfect answer with some of the best strengths you can give in an interview. Write it down and practice. What are your strengths? My strengths are a great match for the job description. I have a strong work ethic and I am highly organized. I can be trusted to prioritize my work in line with my employer's goals. I am an excellent team worker. I fit quickly into a team and always support my co-workers. Finally, perhaps my greatest strength is problem solving. When problems occur, I take ownership of them and work hard to find a solution. Most important interview question number 4 is, what is your biggest weakness? Do not fall into the trap of saying you don't have any weaknesses or that your weakness is that you are a perfectionist. This question assesses honesty, self-awareness, and your desire to improve. Here is a great weakness for all job interviews. What is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is that I often struggle to say no to people when they ask me for help or to take on extra responsibilities. I have this weakness because I don't want to let anyone down. However, I have been learning to first assess my capacity for additional work before committing to ensure high-quality work standards are always maintained. Most important interview question number 5 is, why should we hire you? Remember this, the interviewer is going to use your answer and the answers of the other candidates to decide which one can add the most value in the role. I recommend you give 4 reasons why they should hire you. Here they are in my brilliant top-scoring example answer. Write this down and use it at your job interview. Why should we hire you? You should hire me for 4 reasons. First, I am ready-made for the role regarding my work ethic, knowledge and expertise. I can come into the role and have an immediate impact while requiring minimal supervision. Second, I am flexible and adaptable. I will willingly conduct duties outside the scope of my job description to help the company thrive. Third, I am commercially aware. I understand that you are paying me a salary and I have a duty to give you a great return. Finally, you should hire me because I am cost conscious. I will take care of company supplies and resources and encourage others to do the same to help save money and increase profits. Most important interview question number 6 is, describe a time you handled a conflict. If you say that you have never been in a conflict or that you informed your manager about the conflict so they could deal with it, you will not get hired. The interviewer wants to hear you give an example of when you resolved the conflict independently. Here is a brilliant example answer. Describe a time you handled a conflict. When I started work in my previous job, a team member kept dismissing my ideas during a team meeting. At the end of the meeting, I spoke to them privately to express my concerns. I explained calmly that my intentions were to help the team thrive, and I asked what I needed to do to be heard. After being challenged, they apologised and recognised that their behaviour was not supporting a positive team environment. Our relationship then improved and we became great work colleagues and good friends outside of work. Most important interview question number 7 is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Remember this, it takes a lot of time, energy and effort to hire someone for a job role. Therefore, the hiring manager wants someone who is going to be committed to the position long term. If you say that you don't know where you will be in 5 years' time, or that you intend to be working somewhere else, you will not get hired. Use this answer at your job interview to get the position. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I would like long-term employment with your company. Therefore, in 5 years, I want to be in this position with extra responsibility, or hopefully have earned a promotion. In 5 years, I will have completed training courses to diversify my skills, be the go-to expert in my area of specialism, and be someone the company can use to help train new team members. Most important interview question number 8 is, describe a time when you worked as part of a team. 95% of jobs require the ability to work with other people. If you can't put the needs of your team first and work selflessly to achieve the team's objectives, you won't get hired. I recommend you use the STAR method to structure your answer to this common interview question: situation, task, action, and result. Here is the perfect response. Describe a time when you worked as part of a team. In my last role, I worked on a team whose responsibility it was to launch a new company product. Our goal was to work closely to launch the product using effective marketing strategies. We held a team meeting where everyone contributed ideas while actively listening and taking notes. I suggested online marketing while others proposed reaching out to our customer database to offer a discount and also using online influencers. After our manager agreed to our marketing strategy, we worked collaboratively to launch the product, achieving the best ever sales in the company's history. Most important interview question number 9 is, tell me about a time you made a mistake. This is one of the toughest questions to answer because most people respond by saying they have never made a mistake. If you say that, you will fail because we all make mistakes from time to time. This question assesses honesty and also, more importantly, how you respond to mistakes. Here is a brilliant answer. Tell me about a time you made a mistake. When I started work in my first job, I completed a training course that had an exam. Unfortunately, because I thought I knew the subject well, I didn't prepare sufficiently for the exam and I failed. I was embarrassed and disappointed that I had let myself and my team down. I apologized to my manager, explained truthfully why I had failed, and retook the exam, passing with 100%. I learned a lot from that experience, and since then, I have prepared fully for every situation. Most important interview question number 10 is, what motivates you? This next challenging question assesses what drives you. If you say that you are driven by money or material things, you will not get hired. Use your answer as an opportunity to demonstrate to the hiring manager that you are motivated by doing great things in your work because that gives you lots of job satisfaction. Here is a brilliant top scoring example answer. Write this down. What motivates you? I am motivated by 3 things. Number 1, doing a great job for my employer because that gives me job satisfaction and secure employment. Second, I am motivated by continuous improvement and learning. I like taking on feedback, developing new skills, and finding better ways of doing things. Finally, I am motivated by being part of a supportive, results-focused team. I enjoy collaborating with other people, sharing ideas, and working collectively towards a common goal. Most important interview question number 11 is, why do you want to leave your current job? This is one of the hardest questions to answer. Most people think this question is an invitation to speak negatively about their current employer. Do not be negative or disrespectful in any way, because if you are, the hiring manager might think it's you who has the problem. Here is the best answer you can give in any interview. Why do you want to leave your current job? I want to leave my current job because I feel ready for a new challenge with a forward-thinking company where my skills, qualities, and knowledge will be put to good use. My employer has been great to work for, and I will leave on good terms. However, I am now ready for the next chapter of my career, which I hope will be in this role for your company. Most important interview question number 12 is, what are you looking for in your next job? This question is being asked to assess whether the company's culture and management style align with your requirements. Research the company before your interview to learn about their values and culture. Here is a brilliant top-scoring answer. Write this down. What are you looking for in your next job? I am seeking 3 things in my next job. First, a positive team environment where everyone supports each other and works hard to achieve great things. Second, I want a manager who provides direction and feedback that will empower me to continually grow and develop professionally. And finally, I am seeking a job that is varied, challenging, and where there is a clear path for career progression. Most important interview question 13 is what you do in your free time. This question is being asked to assess your interests outside of work and to also see whether your activities or interests could negatively impact on your work quality and productivity. Be very careful what you disclose. This is exactly how I would answer this question in any job interview. What do you do in your free time? I like to keep active in my free time, both physically and mentally. I go to the gym several times a week and I play team sports. These activities keep me fit, energized, and my concentration levels high. I also enjoy reading self-development books and listening to podcasts. I have just finished reading the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. It's a fantastic read that teaches you the importance of taking accountability for everything in your life. Finally, when I am not at work, I enjoy spending quality time with my friends and family. Most important interview question number 14 is, what are your salary expectations? People fail their interviews on this tough question because they ask for too much money. They price themselves out of the job. Now, while it is important to ask for a salary that you would be comfortable with, it has to work for the employer too. I recommend you research the salary range for the role and industry on the website glassdoor.com before your interview. Then ask for a salary that is slightly below the top end of that range. Here is the perfect scripted answer for you to write down, and all you have to do is research the salary and change the numbers. What are your salary expectations? I researched the salary range for the job role and industry before applying. The range is between $37,000 and $45,000. Based on my knowledge, dedication and experience, I would be comfortable with a salary of $43,000 and the opportunity to have it reviewed annually based on my contribution to the team. For $43,000, I will ensure you receive a great return. Most important interview question 15 is, that's the end of your interview. Do you have any questions? Saying no, I don't have any questions, is a big mistake. This is your opportunity to ask 3 smart questions that further demonstrate your suitability for the role. Here are those 3 questions I strongly recommend you ask. Do you have any questions? Thank you. I have 3 questions, please. What advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel in their work for your company? Can you tell me more about the team I would be a part of in this role and their responsibilities? And finally, is there any additional information I can read to learn more about the company while I wait to hear the result of my interview? Okay, so there you have it. 15 top scoring answers to the most important interview questions. If you want to download those questions, the tips and the top scoring answers, click that link right now and go through to my website, passmyinterview.com. You can have everything in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, tell me the name of the job you are applying for in the comment section below the video, and also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honour and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for getting hired. Have a great day.